just flying along here. Flying. The winds are blowing really hard today in Wyoming, so we're just going to stay down low where the winds are not as strong. A direct headwind right now, coming off of this, coming off of Laramie. We're just going to fly down on the deck just to keep the winds in check. You can just see it's blowing down there. Kind of downwind of the Wind River Range, I believe is the name of it. And the winds are ripping, just ripping today. You guys are getting some great practice in today.
Yeah, it's a great day to fly.
I love taking students up on days like today, and when they get into it by themselves, they're not so scared. All right, just cruising along south of Laramie, Wyoming. We're going to head into Colorado. We're cruising right above the ground because the winds are absolutely kicking today, and if I go up high, we won't be making any progress. Right now, we're doing 56 knots over the ground, indicating over 90. It's just insanely windy. And we're only just a few hundred feet above the ground right now, just flying over this farmland. Let's see if I can get across that range. The way the winds are blowing, I think I'll be able to get up on the upwind side of that range, no problem. So we'll see. Right here, we're just over farmland in Wyoming. Welcome aboard the crazy train today. Let's see, I think we're flying directly along our flight path. Yeah, we are. Lots of turbulence being reported in Denver today. Glad we didn't go over the range way to the south. That would have been terrifying. So today we are just flying south of Laramie on this flight plan. Don't go directly over this water because we don't the engine quits. We don't want to land in there. It's cold. We were doing 60 knots over the ground, which is great. Earlier we were only going 20. I stopped and got fuel in Laramie. We definitely needed to do. There's no fuel in Walden, so we're headed to Granby, which is a mountain airport. You know, we're in the mountains of Wyoming and Colorado. Oh, there's a bald eagle down there. Cool. Hi, guy. It's a windy day. You know, you're probably looking at us going, why are you up flying, you crazy bastard? I know, that's how it feels. We're crazy. Just judging where the winds are blowing from, what's going to be our best course of action. Down low and slow, better than high and not moving at all. I was up at 11,000 feet and the winds were blowing so hard we weren't even hardly moving over the ground at all. So this is the only way I can make forward progress. I mean, I'll take 54. 54 is a decent speed. Almost a direct headwind. We'll see what this does as we approach this mountain range. I need to stay upwind there. Probably what I will end up doing. Get up a little higher as we come across these houses. We're going to be 500 feet away from people and structures. Out over this farmland we can get down low, but got to climb up higher for this other stuff. Centennial for 2 weeks west of Laramie. Oh yeah, yep. We're in an airplane. We're down, kind of flying low. We're over the plains of Laramie, Wyoming.
Laramie traffic, Charlie 31, and single H-60 helicopter 5 miles to the south and passing just east of the field at 500 AGL in Laramie.
Yeah, these winds are insane.
Kayak 725 Zulu November is
We're going to go upwind with that.
21 on a 45, Laramie.
Yeah, well, at least we're making some progress. We were only going 20 knots there earlier. I don't want to be doing that. Keep that 500-foot separation going, if we can. This mountain range up here is going to give us some trouble. But we'll just have to cross that mountain when we get to it. Climb up here just over these houses, and then we'll dive back down over the valley. Yeah, even just a little bit higher, almost 1,000 feet above the ground, and we're barely making any headway. 40 knots. The winds are just so strong. Nice thing is, if I turn around, I can go back to Laramie really quickly. But we will see. Holding on to the cross bracing in the airplane, keep it from jerking out of your hands. Don't want to hit your head on the ceiling or the bars. Those guys are out practicing, which is great for students being out practicing on this day. Taking students out on weather like this is just a great idea. Really strong up and down drafts here. As we approach this mountain range, you're going to see if we can even cross it today. Might be a interesting proposition. Let's climb over and see what we've got for wind off of this lake. Given the winds, it might be better to go. I think I'm going to go on the other side of this mountain. It'll let us push it up. Should anyway. We'll see. Not liking what I'm seeing today. But we just have to play it by ear and always land anywhere out here. Very flat, and this airplane will easily land in these meadows, so that's not a problem. right, crossing over the highway. Doing 60 knots over the ground right now. The winds are almost direct headwind here. Looks like that's perfect. Yeah, I think we're picking the correct side of this hill to fly down. Winds are just blowing hard today. Making good progress though. 50 knots, 60 knots over the ground. That's totally acceptable. I'll take it. Very challenging conditions. Keep this flat terrain under us here. We're gonna see what kind of climb we can get out of this thing. See if we can get up enough to climb over and cross into the other valley. I think we can actually. Once we get over this way, it'll be a little bit more doable. Still got good speed. Good climb there, not so bad. It is kicking us all around over here. All right. Take a look at our flight plan. I think that's what we got going here. Yeah, we're cutting a little bit on the inside of it, but that's fine.
November 725 to November left downwind runway 21.
Take the climb if we can get it. We will take the climb. See if this gives us 9,000, 8,000. Take whatever climb we can get out of here. Those guys are doing high wind touch and goes. I think I picked the correct side of that little spot there. These winds are just ripping today, so we'll get up higher. Once we get up high, that'll let us, we'll be crossing super slow, but at least we'll be way up in the air with lots of altitude to play with here. Strong updraft here. 1,000 foot per minute climb rate. Yeah, we're getting that for show. Yeah, as we climb up, the winds are much stronger. There's a big downdraft, geez. Coming down like an elevator now. Just want to get over into this next valley over. Luckily we've got lots of gas. And we have to bail out. We can go back to Laramie. And that'll get us back there, so. Right now we're just kind of ticking along, gaining altitude slowly. We're going to cross over this ridge line, 45-degree angle. That guy's just transmitting on frequency. You're a hot mic there. Alright, yeah. So as we get altitude, the winds get much stronger, but at the same time, it's smoothing out to be able to cross this ridge line with room to spare. That's what our plan is, anyway. We'll cross it at a 45-degree angle. And then if it gives us any trouble, we will turn back into the valley. That's just how it goes. We'll take that elevator ride up. Let's just use it. Use it to our advantage. Oh, yeah. Climbing quickly now. We'll take the altitude we can get. Kind of stand right along the back of this ridge line. This is where we want to be. Both shows. This is it right here. Perfect. Feels good. I like it. Our ground speed sucks, but that's okay. We got lots of altitude to play with. Lots of options. And we'll head into Walden. I see where it's at. Now we're just riding the wave, baby. Riding the wave as we fly along here in the Colorado Rockies, just south of Wyoming. Get some powerful up and down drafts from these winds, which are pretty strong today. We'll get there, eventually. All right, I can see my home mountain. I just need to get down that direction. We're doing 35 knots over the ground. It's just creeping. But smoothed out considerably here, 10,000 feet. All right. Looking good. There's Walden. Once we get down across this is the last kind of bastion got to get across here. Once we're across this, then we'll be good to go. Just creeping along here. Door popped open. That's typical. That happens.